Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines 2 and the city of Ringholm. With me, Emery. This is where we ended it last time. We started this new hip area. As you can see, we built this lovely tram stop with some motels, petrol stations, shopping, bars, and all that. Of course, we added greenery. We added a hanging garden and palm tree garden. But not only that, we added homes for around 500 to 600 people in form of these two high-rises. But enough about that, let's continue with the expansion of the area. We'll start right away, and I'm looking for some nice buildings from the Urban Promenades pack. This is the one I was looking for. So let's put down 4 of these like that, and another 2 on the opposite side. Let's see, that's not really the right way around, so let's just move it. And of course we doesn't get a row connection. I will correct these later. For now, let's just look on how it looks, and I think it looks very nice, modern beachfront homes. We've added another couple of houses to finish this housing block off. Now let's use recolor and see what we can do. That doesn't really seem to do anything. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was a bit too much color. I'm a bit boring when it comes to color, but let's tone it down quite a lot. Let's go for a nice white or beige color if we can. We go more white. Could we do that? There we go. There we go. Perfect. Let's copy this to the rest of the housing block. Looks pretty good to me. I wouldn't say no to a balcony with the beach view like that. For the tram tracks, let's put down a modern surface. This one will do fine with a little bit of grass in it. And for the other surface next to it, we'll do something not as modern, but still looking great. The area outside of the houses already have some restaurant seating, so let's add a little bit more as we have a lot of place to do so. Almost done. We've added a lot of seating and some nice shade for some of them. We're just gonna use recolor to change the last couple of tables so we get the same color on each of them. I think that is the last one. No, we have one more there. That is nice for this area. We do have a little bit of space, as you can see here, and I'm thinking maybe some nice seating and maybe a fountain. Let's see what we can come up with. Three benches and a fountain. Doesn't need to be more than that. And for the other housing block, I will try to find some more colorful buildings like this one. The Southwest Pack has a lot of them. So let's place this one down like that. Of course, we have to move it so that we get it in the exact position where we want it. Something like that will do fine, and we'll do the same with this other piece, again from this southwest pack, I do believe. And because we don't have any roads crossing here, we need to have a fake building in between that doesn't require road access. We believe we got some of them from the German pack. I just have to find them. Finally, there you are, the backyard buildings. These buildings from the German pack do not require any road access whatsoever, but these are for purely decorative purposes. No one can live in these. I could add a road, but I do not want to. I just want to have a nice invisible path going through. So if we want to have some kind of buildings there, this is what we need to do. Continuing with a couple of modern apartment blocks, as you can see, with a lot of small balconies. So I'm assuming these are small, cheap apartments for single people or possibly small families. Let's continue with decorating the place with some surfaces and of course greenery. Just finishing the two last shades there with recolor, and I do believe that both sides of these tram tracks is going to be a lovely place for people to eat their brunches, lunches or dinners, whatever, when it's finished. Because we've added so many new houses to this area, I think it's time that we extend the tram line so it goes all the way up here. It will pass through these houses. We'll add another stop somewhere around here, I think, and then continuing to this split station. As you can probably see, I've decided to name the new area Newport. We won't be having a stop at the split station at the moment. The office building has 104 people working there, but we'll bypass the station for the moment and add one when we build the area up. They'll have to take the cars for the moment, but they'll survive. I think it's important that we get people out there to the end as soon as possible, though, because we have a lot of houses. So let's go to the tram area here, and I will pause the game, but I'm gonna let this tram leave the station first, though, so the passengers can at least enjoy their last journey from here. There we are. Let's just move this tram stop all the way up to here. I'm gonna choose that stop right there. Because we've done that, of course, we have lost this station, so the train is currently bypassing Ringholm station completely. That's not really what we want, so we have to drag these to the new stops. So we're gonna add one stop right there and another one right there. Good, so that's their new stopping position at the station. It'll continue all the way up, making no stops until it reaches this area right here. We'll add another station there and here in the future, of course, when the area is more built up. I'm gonna rename these stops here. I think I'm gonna call them Newport Beach, because it's close to the beach. Let's do the same with the other stop. Of course, you do not need to rename the stops at all if you don't like to. It's just me that like to do that. Let's go back to the tram here and let's make sure that we have the correct number of trams running on the line, because before we only had one train running between Old Town and Central. But as we have extended the line up to Newport, we need a couple of new trains. So let's add 2 trains. Okay, it's already 3 trains. So I think when the line was extended, the game added another couple of trams. And for me, that is fine. 3 is the number that I want. But if you extend or so the line, make sure that you get the number of trams that you want to have. We're also going to change the name because it's not going from Ringholm Station anymore. It goes from Newport Beach. And with that done, all we need to do is unpause the game and wait for the trams to come out. There they are, all done. And while I was expanding the road network, the tram station here at Newport Beach has become pretty busy, as you can see. That is excellent. People are using the tram, public transport, to get from this area to the central station and Old Town, which hopefully will reduce the number of cars on the roads. Let's focus a little bit on the school situation. It's always been bad in Ringholm. We'll add our first college in this area, but we need to address the elementary school situation first. We are lacking about 1,000 spots. So we'll build 2 of them here, I think. They are going to be merged together. I do not mind that at all, as long as it looks at least fairly good. And I think these buildings will do that very well. Just gonna move this a little bit and turn it like that. And I think that looks very good. You can barely see that they are merged. You might see something on the roofs, of course, but yeah. We'll remove these hedges here. See if we can do that. There we go. And we'll do the same with the other side. We'll also remove some of these bushes and trees, of course. We'll do that on both sides. Let's have a look at the upgrades or extensions. We'll add probably this rooftop, and this extension wing we'll probably add. Where's... Oh, it's on the back. Okay, it's on the back. Yeah, we'll add that. I think we'll do that on both buildings, actually. Looks good. Of course, we have a little bit of clipping here. Looks a bit strange, but I am actually planning to have another couple buildings in the back side here that will probably hide that fact. I've gone through so many buildings now. The issue is, as you can see, not all buildings have pictures yet, especially the new Chinese or American packs. So you just have to look at them all, which is a bit frustrating. But I found one that I like. Let's see if we... This is the one I like, but I want it to be a bit taller than that, if we can find one. We should be able to find one. That one looks nice though. I don't want it right there. So let's just put this down somewhere here to keep that. There we are. This is the one that I'm looking for. Of course, it's the wrong color. We will recolor it. I think that looks good. We'll remove this other building here. Again, I'm using recolor, and I know it looks a little bit white, it looks a little bit gray like the rest of the city, but we have some color, and I promise there will be more color in this area as well. The school adds around 3,400 new students, I believe, to the area. So let's add a tram station as we said we are gonna do. Let's choose a red brick, I think, for the station. That should fit the area very, very well, I hope, at least. It's gonna be a smaller station as we do not have much room. And because this city is clearly aiming to become the green city of the year, we'll be adding some greenery. In this case, we'll be adding some bushes. We'll also be adding some trees. I'm guessing. Well, I know we. And if it wasn't obvious, we'll continue with the nice surface that we had underneath or over the tram tracks. Let's remove snapping so we can put it down correctly, or as we want it at least. It's really nice having all these surfaces to work with. I need to look at the workshop and download more. And there's also the autofill, or whatever it's called, that will fill an area for you, the fill bucket or something like that. I need to download that as well. Let's add some finishing touches for this tram station. Let's build some bicycle racks. Again, I'm hoping to find some assets, bike assets to put in these racks, but for the moment we'll just put down the racks and they'll be empty. The station itself is currently named Cypress Street after the main street that is a little bit further down. Not sure about that name. I want to probably rename it in the future, but for now, Cypress Street will do. The station itself is probably a bit small, but we had to work with the area that we had available to us. So it'll do. It looks, again, a little bit boring. It's a generic tram station, I believe. Tram station that you would see in many parts of the world. Cypress Station is pretty much done, but let's leave that for the moment. I did promise you some color, so let's build some houses in front of the station, probably with a little bit more color than the usual gray and white that we've been dealing with for a while now. Let's just add some palm trees on the beachfront before we do. What about this for some color, right? Gold. I mean, it couldn't be more fancier than that. Sure, it's not super bright, it's not in your face color, but still, it looks good. It looks very nice, I have to say. Very luxurious. Yeah, I'm happy with this. And again, we have to use that trick where we use these background houses to fill in the gaps here, because I don't want to have a road going through. I just want pure pedestrian street, and I could use the pedestrian street that is in the game, but I don't like the fact that it connects with the road. It kind of gives the road an intersection. It slows down traffic a bit. So we'll just do it this way. We'll just put down these background houses and hopefully recolor them so they can get some nice gold-ish color. And the golden housing block, as we're gonna call it, thanks to the golden color on the walls, is done. I think we did a pretty good work here. I like the rounded edges on the corner buildings as well as the angled windows on these buildings in the middle, as you can see here. They'll have a nice view out towards the beach, of course, overlooking the sea and the bridge, and of course Old Town in the back. Not only that, we have added a train or tram station that is, it's called at the moment Cypress Street because of the main street here. We'll change that name in the future, I think, but for now Cypress Street will do well. We've also built a couple of schools with a nice residential building in the back here, as you can see. Turned out pretty well. We will of course have to detail this area a bit more, as we have to do with a lot of areas here. If we look at the statistics, we have increased capacity for elementary school. High school, we are pretty much bang on, so we'll address that in the future, but it's okay for the moment. And we'll also build our first college, I think, in the next episode. The first thing that we built was this lovely residential block with some nice commercial on the ground or bottom floor. We did also extend the seating area for the restaurant to both sides of this tram curb. And on the other side we have this small home apartment complex. Let's take a quick aerial look of the progress of the city so far. Old Town is of course complete. We have Central in the distance where there is still a lot of work to be done. Now zooming into the new area of Newport. I think that the progress that we've done there today is quite fair. We have added 4 blocks and a tram station. With that, I think it's time to say thank you very much for watching. Please, if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe or a comment. And as always, until next time, please have a good one.